Hello, everyone. Welcome to Live at 5. It's 5:10. I apologize. I got started kind of late. Had to move up to my room, which is where I am right now. Had some people downstairs, but it's all good. Live at 5 every Tuesday. Hey, everyone. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to hop on with me. Today, I have an announcement, which I'll get to in just a minute. And then also want to let you guys know that you're just going to be with me tonight. We don't have any guests, but that's okay. Because you guys know every now and then I like to stop and check in and see with you guys what you want life skills to be. So let us know in the comments, what topics you'd like for us to cover, things that you want out of life skills. Let us know what you would like to see. And then when a few of you are on, I just kind of want to open it up and give you guys an opportunity to just kind of do a Q&A with me. Just if there are any things in life in general that you want to maybe ask some questions about or kind of need some help with. If you're thinking you need life skills in a certain area, let's just chat about that tonight. I thought we could just be really chill and kind of do something a little bit different. So yeah, I'll give you guys a few minutes to get on and then we'll get started. And kind of do something a little bit different. Okay, I see we've got 2 people watching. I know that I'm one of them because I have it pulled up on my laptop right here so I can see the chat. So if you're here, say hey, because I want to say hello to you. There's Bree. Hey, Bree. There's Glenda. Hey, Glenda. Ooh, can't hear me. Hold on. Glenda, can you hear me? It says I've got my sound on. Glenda says fuzzy. Are you referring to like the image? Like what it looks like or? Let me know if/when you guys can hear me. Tonight is probably going to be super chill and super quick. As you guys can see, it's just me and I'm here in my room in my house. Just wanted to Oh, sorry. Okay, looking at the chat. There's 3 of you guys. Hey, I'm glad you're here. So as you can see, we don't have a guest to be a speaker. So I just kind of wanted to ask and see if you guys wanted to do like a Q&A with me, if you have any questions about life or different life skills. I am not saying that I know everything, but I know sometimes whenever we have life skills, we talk about one topic, and that can be good, but I also like to know what else you guys like to learn about and what else you guys want information on. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys. You can text me if you've got my number, which is all of you. You all have my number. Or you guys can send something in the chat, but just ask me questions about life and life skills. And I can do my best to answer. Like maybe you don't know how to pay a bill. We can talk about that tonight. Maybe you want to learn about insurance. We can talk about that. I'm not an expert on all life skills, but I do know a few things. So I'll just improvise and kind of do my best to share with you guys the information that I have. Or if that's not what you want to do, that's cool. You guys can also let me know in the future if you want life skills classes later on. Tell me what kind of topics you'd like to cover. So we've covered a little bit on finance, learning about money, how to budget, how to get a credit card. We've done that. Recently, we've been talking about emotions and how they can impact our lives. We've had some inspirational speakers lately. So you guys just kind of let me know what's your favorite or if you've got any general questions. And I will leave it up to you guys. Hopefully you can hear me. And if you're here, say hey, because I see that we got 5 people watching, and I know of 3 of you guys that are watching, and I know that I'm one of them. So there's one person I don't know who you are, and I want to know who you are. I feel weird just sitting here waiting. Oh, I'll do my announcement. That was one of the first things I said whenever I got on here was I do have an announcement. Those of you that know me know that I love to make things. I love a good DIY, do it yourself. I love crafts. I love art, bright colors. So this is really in my zone here. One thing that I really love to do and that I'm super interested in is making your own clothes. I've always been someone who like wanted to know how to sew. I actually have a sewing machine that I got from Immerse because it was donated and nobody wanted it for a long time. So I asked if I could have it and I took it. And I don't know how to use a sewing machine, but I'm happy to say that before too long, Immerse is going to be offering a sewing class. And the sewing class is going to be totally free for you guys because we're going to ask people to sponsor each one of you that want to attend. So that means that if you are interested in the class and you want to do it, you just have to tell someone that you're interested. And then we find a sponsor for you, which means that person's going to buy you the supplies that you need. They're going to pay for your entry fee, things like that. But if you've ever thought about like designing or making your own clothes, this would be a really good place to start. It's going to be kind of a more serious class. They're calling it a sewing course. And so what that means is if you want to do the sewing course, you need to be able to commit to it. Okay. I think each class is going to be about 2 hours, and it's going to be once a week for like 6 weeks, I think, or maybe 4 weeks. I can't really remember. Somewhere 4 to 6. We can say 5 just on average. But they want you to be there every week for a couple hours, and the classes are going to build on each other, right? So if you miss the first one, you're welcome to come to the second one, but it's going to build off of what we talked about in the first class. You know what I'm saying? So the classes are going to build on one another, so you don't want to miss any. They really want you there each week. And they want you to make a commitment to be there at the first one and finish it out all the way to the end. So that's just something to consider, something to think about. And of course, you're not going to be learning how to make a shirt or make pants in the first class. You know, the first class is going to be like how to thread a needle, how to set up your sewing machine, how maybe moving on to how to start a seam, how to put on a button, right? So it's not going to jump right into, you know, getting to be your own fashion designer, as cool as that would be. But this is a place to start. And it's a cool opportunity. I, for one, am super excited. I want as many people to participate as we can get. So if you are interested in doing that, let me know. It's going to be super cool. I don't know when we're going to start. I think right now we're still figuring out some of the details, but I will let you guys know. And I'm popping over in the chat. Okay. Bree says, what are the basic elements of life skills? That is a really good question. And I'm not sure how to answer, but I will certainly try. So when I think of life skills, I think of skills that you need to live life. And I know that sounds really obvious because that is in the name life skills. So life skills includes anything from managing your money, managing your emotions, things like that. So I think some of the basic elements, again, I'm trying to think of how to answer those questions because you could interpret it a few different ways. But I think it depends on the life skill that you're specifically talking about, right? And you can divide life skills into different categories. So for example, housing. I would say the basic elements of housing life skills is probably like how to pay a bill, how to have a steady income, how to call maintenance, how to maintain communication between you and your landlord, how to understand what's in a lease. So the elements kind of depend on what topic you're thinking about. You know, another area of life skills is managing your money. And so whenever Lindsay was walking us through that, she kind of walked us through the basic elements of, you know, what is money? How does it circulate? How do we get money? How do we keep money? What does it mean to have money? So I think kind of the basic elements is depending on the category of life skills. And life skills is really broad. And this is one thing that I am going to keep reminding you guys of is if there's anything that you want to learn about in life skills, be sure to tell us because we'll do our best to get that on here for you guys. I mean, there was one guy who said that he had bought a bike. This was a while ago. He bought a bike and he wanted life skills about how to do basic bike repair. And then sure enough, the next week there was someone who called and was like, hey, I don't know if you guys need this, but I work at a bike shop and I do, you know, basic classes on how to like repair flat tires and stuff. So we can be very broad with it. But we try to think of things in this class that most people need to know how to do in order to survive and maybe don't know how to do that. You know, for me, it's insurance. Insurance has always been kind of hard for me to understand. And now I'm at the point where I understand enough. There's still some things that are a little bit, you know, nebulous to me. But again, it just kind of depends. So I think we got a few more people that are joining. Also, Bree, if that could have absolutely been a terrible answer to your question, because it's a really good question. So let me know if I answered it or not. If I can answer it a different way, be sure to let me know and I'll try my best. But those of you that are joined us, it's just me tonight. I'm in my room. I'm just chilling, so I want this to be super casual. I'm just doing a Q&A. If you have any questions about life skills, being this class, you can ask them. If you have a question about life skills in general, let me know, and I will try to do my best to answer. And like I said beforehand, I'm not an expert on all life skills. I don't know how to do everything. But I am an adult and I am making it day to day. So I do know how to do a few things. I'll give you guys a tip for life skills. There are lots of things in life that you need skills for that you're just not going to have. No matter where you come from, no matter how you grow up, no matter who raised you, there are just going to be things in life that you don't know how to do. And you are always able to do something as long as you have someone you can go to that's going to help you do it, right? And the good news is, for those of you that are watching, you have Immerse. If there's something in life that you don't know how to do and you kind of need someone to walk you through it or explain it, that's what we're here for. And specifically, that's what this class is for. So if there's anything in life that you just don't get, don't understand, don't know what's up with it, you can always ask me. You can ask somebody else. I'll say this a million times. I'm not an expert. I don't know how to do everything. For me personally, I've got some adults in my life that are older than me and have lived more experiences and are quite a bit smarter than me, who can help me do a lot of different things. So like I said, I'm not the expert. I have to have help. I think a huge key to becoming skilled in life is just having someone that can help you. And the good news is, if you're with Immerse, there's someone that's going to be able to do that. And it might be something that we're not professionals at. The other day, someone asked me about, they wanted to take a PCA class. And I was honest. I said, I've never heard of that. I don't know what that is, but I can definitely connect you to someone who does know. So even if you need help with something that's kind of like outside of what we're able to do, we can maybe find someone to get you in touch with that can help you do it. So I hope that makes sense. I've got Bree here, Glenda, Regina, and then I'm watching. It says there's 5. If you're the 5th person, let me know, because as you guys know, if you attend, you get your name in to win a $100 prize. And you also get a gift card if you attend this class and 2 others throughout the week. So, yeah. Any other questions? You guys can always put in the chat things that you want to learn about. If you have a recommendation for what we should do in this class, let me know. There's one thing that I love to do in life skills. I don't know if any of you watching that have been around long enough to have been with me when I've done this before, but I've probably done this in life skills twice. But it's like a budgeting game, and it really only works in person. So when we are back in person, eventually, I really want to do that with you guys because it is super fun and I really like it. And you get to eat M&Ms because that's part of the game. So all around a good time. So to kind of get your hold on, what am I doing here? There we go. So here's what I did. On I want us to be able to talk about different life skills topics. I just Googled life skills topics, and I'm going to read off a few of the things that we can cover in our time together at 5. And you guys let me know if any of these sound like something you would want to talk about a little bit more. One is communication. So how to talk to people. And as we know, communication is way more than just what we say, but it can be how we dress. It can be how we present ourselves, the facial expressions that we make, the way that you walk. You communicate to people way more than just the words that you say. So communication, time management, that's a huge one. Being able to manage your time has a huge impact on, how successful you can be in life. Decision making, that's another big life skill. Problem solving, how to solve problems. Critical thinking, creativity, social skills, self-awareness, conflict resolution. This is emotional intelligence. That's pretty close to what we've been talking about with Lindsay, who, by the way, is going to resume her time with us next week. She'll be back and talking about emotions and how that impacts us on a day-to-day basis. So we will continue that. Perspective, so how to see things from different perspectives and how that can help you in your relationship. Assertiveness, I think this one would be really fun. So assertive is basically when, in a kind and nice way, you're telling people what you want. Okay, because sometimes when you tell people what you want, it can come across as like rude, as abrasive, but there's a way to do it the right way to where everyone can walk away from the conversation feeling good, feeling heard. So that could be a really fun one. So that was the results of my Google search. I think that one's pretty cool. You guys can let me know what you think. Another thing we could talk about if you guys wanted is cooking and cleaning, how to care for the home. If you guys, there's a couple people at Immerse. I'm not going to say too much because I don't know what the latest is, but we want to start having cooking classes, especially now that we have that big old kitchen. We really need to be using it. So if you're interested in a cooking class, that would be something we're hoping to offer soon. And cleaning as well. Home repairs, that's a good one. How to unclog a toilet or a sink. That's, to me, that is basic repairs in and of itself. How to use kitchen supplies and appliances. So like the fridge, the dishwasher, the microwave, things like that. Has anyone ever accidentally put metal in the microwave? I did that when I was little and it was a disaster. So that's a life skill. You never put metal in the microwave twice. I can tell you that much. How to use a calendar and a schedule. Yep. How to keep a list and how to write things down. Public speaking. How to use technology. How to protect passwords. We had a really good life skills last year about how to have a safe password and having online safety. So it's pretty cool. And these are just some ideas for what we can talk about. Interested in cooking class? Yes, me too. I would love a cooking class. The other day, a youth made lunch. It was really good. It was beans and rice and chicken, and I added some cheese to mine. It was super good. I loved it. Okay, guys. The chat is looking a little bit dry, except for Bree. So I thank you. I like chatting with Bree as always. So we might wrap up here pretty soon. If nobody wants to add anything, if you do, go ahead and put it in the comments. Again, if you have any ideas for what you want to cover in this class, if you have any questions about life skills in general, like let's say there's maybe something that you wish you knew how to do that you don't know how to do, or maybe there's a subject or a topic that you wish that you knew more about that you don't know a lot about, like voting, voting in politics. That's something that I don't really know a whole lot about. So that might be something, I'd be interested in. But you guys are always, always free to let me know. We want to keep it relevant to you guys for sure. So I'll give you guys just a couple more minutes to let me know if you have any ideas or if you want to chat about anything going on in your own lives that you maybe need some help with or maybe want some information about. Okay, I think I'll go ahead and shut us down for the night. Not seeing a whole lot of activity, which is totally fine. If later you guys can think of anything, you can absolutely let me know. But with that being said, we will call it a night. I hope you guys are staying safe. And as always, I will see you guys next week here on Tuesday.